fellow commissioners, partners of the commission, staff of NEC, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me first welcome you to the headquarters of the National Elections Commission and wish you Happy New Year, since we are meeting many of you for the very first time in 2021. On behalf of the Board of Commissioners and the entire staff of NEC, let me also express thanks for your unwavering support and collaboration with the Commission during the year 2020. We look forward to greater partnership with you in 2021 and beyond. We called you here today to inform the Liberian people through you on the latest from the 8th December 2020 elections. On the budgetary support from the government, ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am pleased to inform you that to date, the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, has provided a total of 10 million United States dollars to the Commission out of the total approved budget for the special sanitary election and referendum in the amount of $13,599,585.87. The $10 million completes the allotment of elections in the two fiscal periods 2019 to 2020 and 2020 to 2021. The Commission is gracious to the government for its budgetary support for the conduct of the 8th December 2020 special sanitary elections, constitutional referendum, and 2 representatives by elections. At this point, the NEC is being assured by authorities that it is currently in negotiations with development partners and the legislature to provide the Commission with the balanced funding to handle all liabilities associated with the just ended 8th December 2020 elections. Meanwhile, the NEC wishes to inform all temporary staff that government has made available the money to clear all their arrears. The money has accordingly been transferred to the mobile companies to make payment through mobile money and Orange Money. While this process is ongoing, the NEC asks all police staff to be patient. On the announcement of results from Grand Crew County, ladies and gentlemen of the press, you may recall that the Board of Commissioners recently ruled in the case regarding alleged electoral malpractices in Grand Crew County. In its You may recall that the Board of Commissioners recently ruled in a case regarding alleged electoral malpractices in Grand Crew County. In its ruling, in Bello Camp Town Hall, Wakpo Public School, and Wolo Wayne Town Hall. Tally of the results for Grand Crew County is now 100% complete. Here now are the results from Grand Crew County. 113 polling places of a total of 113 polling places, 100% completed. Candidates. Bawe Senior Nathaniel N. Linu. Votes obtained 3,597, constituting 22.32%. Batikwa Numeni TH Independent. Votes obtained 3,679, constituting 22.83%. Clark Lawrence Snow, MPC. Votes obtained 101, constituting 0.63%. Coleman Peter Sompong, CDC, votes obtained 3,061, constituting 19.00%. Segwe Alfred To, Independent, votes obtained 3,174. Votes obtained, percentage valid votes is 19.70%. Snare Roslyn Sibwitone, CPP, votes obtained 1,026, constituting 6.37%. Tweeder William Weir, Independent, votes obtained 545, constituting 3.38%. Washington Jr. George To C, NDC, votes obtained 184, constituting 1.14%. Where Nicholas N. Doyen, RA, votes obtained 745, constituting 4.62%. Total valid votes 16,112, constituting 100%. Total invalid votes 1,561. Total votes 17,673. The Board of Commissioners declares candidate nominee T.H. Batikwa independent with 3,679 votes obtained, constituting 22.83% as winner of the special senatorial election in Grand Crew County. Let me, however, be quick to inform you that the Liberia National Union has filed a complaint against the rerun election in Grand Crew County. On the results in Riverside County, members of the press, I am pleased to report that the recount election conducted in 7 polling places in Riverside County, as mandated in the ruling of the Board of Commissioners, was successfully conducted on Saturday, 16 January 2021. Tally of results has been completed. We can now report that tally of results for Riverside County is 100% completed. Here now are the results from Riverside County. 111 polling places of a total of 111 polling places, 100% completed. Candidates: Blo Jan J M RA, votes obtained 1,001, constituting 7.08%. Bobo Washington Garku, UPP, votes obtained 481, constituting 3.40%. Brown Prince B. Lino, votes obtained 250, constituting 1.77%. Web Dallas AV CDC, votes obtained 2,149, constituting 15.19%. Smith Gabriel Buchanan CPP, votes obtained 2,056, constituting 14.53%. Smith Wellington Givon Independent, votes obtained 3,302, constituting 3.34%. Strother Eddie Jacque MPC, votes obtained 101, constituting 0.71%. Tikwa Steve Independent, votes obtained 3,248, constituting 2.96%. Siankan Bob Ramsey PUP, votes obtained 2%. Total valid votes 14,147, constituting 100%. Total invalid votes 1,014. Total votes 15,167. The NEC on 6 January certificated winners of the special senatorial elections from 5 of the 15 counties, while Riverside and Grand Crew have been completed. In addition to other counties earlier announced, winners from these counties cannot be certificated until the cases are adjudicated and concluded. This is in compliance with the Supreme Court decision that the NEC shall not certificate a winner until that complaint is heard and determined, even up to the Supreme Court. The NEC continues to hear complaints from the remaining 10 counties and the 2 by-elections. The Commission assures the public that as soon as these cases are adjudicated and disposed of, the winners will be certificated without any delay. Finally, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, NEC assures the public that it will continue to give regular updates leading to a successful conclusion of the special senatorial elections, constitutional referendum, and 2 representative by-elections in District Number 9 in Monroe County and District Number 2 in Sanu County, conducted on the 8th of December 2020. While I thank you, we will ask Commissioner Boycott to kindly read or provide the results for the referendum. Which county is that?
Grand Crew.
Grand Crew.
Grand Crew counties, 113 polling places, a total of 113 polling places comprising 100%. Proposition 1, inalienability of the citizenship of natural-born Liberians, dual citizenship. Yes votes, 2,427. No votes, 2,817. Total valid votes, 5,244. Total invalid votes, 7,604. Total votes, 12,848. Proposition 2, change in the date of election. Yes votes, 2,299. No vote, 5,036. Total invalid votes, 7,812. Total votes, 1,2,848. Proposition 3, shortening time for NEC to hear complaints. Yes votes, 266. No votes, 2,938. Total valid votes, 5,304. Total invalid votes, 7,544. Total votes, 1,2,848. Proposition 5, reduction of the term of the senators. Yes votes, 2,269. No votes, 2,968. Total valid votes, 5,237. Total invalid votes, 7,610. Total votes, 1,2,847. Proposition 6, reduction of the term of office of the President pro tempore. Yes votes, 2,331. No votes, 2,945. Total valid votes, 5,276. Total invalid votes, 7,572. Total votes, 1,2,848. Proposition 7, reduction of the term of office of the representatives. Yes votes, 2,384. No votes, 2860. Total valid votes 5244. Total invalid votes 7604. Total votes 12848. Preposition 8. Reduction of the term of office of the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker. Yes votes 2357. No votes 2851. Total valid votes 5208. Total invalid votes 7640. Total votes 12848. That's grand to count.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairperson and members of the Board of Commissioners. We're now turning, if any question from the media. Yes, please, Henry.
Yes. I'm Commissioner, member of the board. I would like to know if there's a window for the adjudication of these cases, election cases that are already before the NEC.
What do you mean when you say window?
If there's a period where this case is supposed to be tried and judgment rendered, do you have a time frame set?
I think all along we continue to work to see how we can dispose of these cases. The legal man is back there. You want to share some light on this, Mr. Councilor Teach?
Okay. A number of these cases are still in the hearing stage, either before hearing magistrates or hearing officers. Some are up on appeal before the BOC. The board has heard a number of the appeals, and it is pending a determination. After the board rules, the party that is dissatisfied has the option to take it up to the Supreme Court. When the Supreme Court rules, of course, whatever the court says is what we do.
Yeah, but the question is, do you have a set period, a fixed period that between this cases, election cases should be tried and
Yeah, the Constitution calls for cases to be heard and resolved within 30 days. There are instances where the parties, any one of the parties may come for a number of reasons and request continuances. Some of them may not be well, there may be other issues. So that, for pretty much when there is a request to that point, they kind of slow the clock.
And this has been happening.
yeah, the reason I'm asking, some of the cases, like I'll give for one example, Lofa County, there hasn't been a ruling that I know of, that's my knowledge, and for anyone to come back again to say probably refine for, so why has this taken this long? I think it's more than the period he just mentioned.
I think we tried to explain to you some of the reasons why the cases will take longer than, the thing about us is that when there's a problem, there's a tendency for many of us to say it should be resolved there and then. And we know that that is not possible. And some of the reasons that he gave include maybe the lawyer might be sick, he might file something new, which means that the case continues even if we had maybe a week or two. So we cannot say because it didn't yeah. All right, go ahead.
Did I hear you say that there has not been a ruling in the Lofa case?
Yes.
Yes, in fact, there are 2 cases filed and there have been ruling. The latest was issued last week at the hearing section. As of this week, I think around Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, the complainant in that case filed an appeal with the board. So just this week, an appeal was filed before the board. And it's before the board now, but there was a ruling from the hearing office.
Okay, in furtherance to that, you have the time that is prescribed for the NEC to hear and conclude on matters, but you should understand that legal matters have other procedures and they must be addressed. Most especially when you have motions being filed giving the hearing processes. And as the law prohibits that if you file a motion, that motion must be addressed prior to going into the actual suit. So when the motion is filed, or these motions are filed, it is our right or the rights of us to hear the parties, so as to properly address them. Because if we don't do that, that will be the breach in the law, and then people will be complaining about due process not being upheld. So even though there is a specific period as to the sequence of these events in terms of the commencement, the disposition, but then when it is the parties who are responsible, who are following those necessary processes as it relates to the law, we must adhere to that so we can accord them the due process under the due process clause.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Honorable Commissioner, my name is Orita. I report for ECOWAS Radio and volunteer at Women's TV Liberia. My concern has been drawn to the January 7 election in Babulu County. What's the latest?
The latest I can say, and the legal man here can help to provide additional information, is that we cannot comment while the case is before the courts.
As you rightfully said, the election seems normal.
I don't know.
It was held on the 7th,
Yeah.
January 7th. On January 8th, we received a state order from the Supreme Court of staying the pronouncement or announcements of the result until the complaint that was filed with the magistrate in Babulu can be heard by the NEC, and if there is an appeal, it goes up to the Supreme Court. So there was a complaint filed on December 21st that the NEC must hear, pass on it, and wait to see whether the Supreme Court would pass on it as well. Since that order was given, the magistrate assigned to Babulu County heard that complaint and rendered a decision. Now an appeal has been taken before the board that will be heard shortly.
My name is Sam Pedro from the Liberia Radio. Relating to the referendum, another parents complained that there was no enough education relating to the referendum. And now they have voted for the referendum. After gathering all your results from all the country relating to the referendum, will you come up with final results for the referendum? Or will you hold on to it?
In buttressing what police act to the legal section, but we talk about continuous, like in the case of Riversters, the complaint was filed, 7 polling of a center recount was done, and now I'm hearing that another complaint or something was put forward. Then in that case, is there any time frame that they just continue to say one complaint after another? I filed this complaint because of recount in 4 areas. Then after I filed another complaint for additional recount, they just open up.
I think there's remedy to everything, but we have to let the process go on as it's supposed to. Like my colleague was saying, you cannot stop someone from bringing complaint in order to put a period to end the case. As they come, we hear them, we dispose of them. That's what is happening.
Eva.
Antonio Debo, New Dawn newspaper. Of the 15 countries, we only cleared 5, 10 still outstanding. Do you think your board perform adequately?
I wouldn't say that would be your opinion if that's what you're aiming at. But what has happened is that the Supreme Court decision a few years, I think it was 2015, yeah, which says that if there's a complaint, you cannot certificate whoever wins the particular election, and that's what is happening.
So you feel comfortable with the work so far?
The NEC is doing its job as prescribed according to its mandate. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, you will appreciate that the Liberians who participate in the elections have rights, and those rights must be addressed properly. You know, we are in the business of making sure that each person is heard. And as we do that, sometimes you may not be happy. But you should keep in mind that this commission is open when you come to, when you file a complaint here. When we hold the election, we're ready to announce. But if you file a complaint, maybe as a person you get it not supporting, so you may get annoyed because you file a complaint. But the people you support when you file a complaint, you say, you gotta hear this complaint. I believe, and the board believes, we perform superbly. And in fact, we are still performing very superbly because we are paying attention to the grievances of the Liberian people. And then we have a history here. I don't like to go into the history, but this is better than the alternative. That we listen to people and we decide cases, we go to the Supreme Court, we are heard. That's the best way.
Yes, of course. Yeah, Commissioner, you one of the old hands here. I think this is first of its kind in contemporary history when we go to election. 10 counties are still in election complaints. So my question is, you don't think that your staffers or the election workers, they didn't do well? That might have led to these complaints.
No, I thought I answered that question, and I said we believe we perform superbly. Now, it's a matter of judgment. You will have to make that judgment. If you believe that when we hold elections and Liberian citizens complain, we should not hear those complaints, then it has to be your opinion, but I'm sure you will be happy when there is peace and tranquility in the country because people are listened to, people are heard. We're not doing it because we have the power to do it. The Supreme Court told us in 2015 that when you hold election and one party files a complaint, you cannot certificate. That's the Supreme Court, and that's what we're following.
So to add up to him, conversely, if you are looking at, like the chair said, our business is to do the work of the Liberian people in accordance with the law, in accordance with the mandate of the Constitution, in accordance with the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court has made a law. It has defined the manners and how you conduct elections. So it is not for NEC to go beyond what has happened. You have seen in the past where, yes, people were declared winners, and then they had to revert certain time to status quo. But the Supreme Court looking at the reasonability, looking at in the best interest, because if somebody come and sit, if somebody come and file a dispute, after you've heard, what if it goes negative and you have already had a person seated? The law does not look at where time will be wasted and resources. So to be able to curtail that, you could rule indicating that let this matter be resolved, and then you go to the final end. So you are used to seeing before where disputes come about, yet instead you go proceed and clarify. But the court has said no. So you will, if we were not taking into consideration what the Supreme Court opinion said in 2015, you will not be judging us as we were not performing, because we will be clearing and then we're waiting a year dispute and then go back again and make a determination. So then waste that time, energy and resources, whereas you can wait, you conclude on that before you proceed. Likewise, when you go to court, there are certain cases where there is an appeal and there is a stay. So everybody has its rights. It is what you see and you are a judge, you clear, but it will become tentative until all of the matters are resolved and addressed. Then everybody go home happy and there's a win-win. So like the chair said, we are not doing anything of our own, but we are going in accordance with the law.
Can we take our final question? Now?
Yeah. To you, Oliver Brown, Councillor King, you care to tell us the 2 complaints that were filed from Lofa County?
Well, yeah, I can't talk about the merits or demerits of it because the board has not passed on it, but they were filed by a number of registered voters. Let me say that. Okay, they were filed by a number of registered.
Shadow closer. So I mean, ask him. Madam Chair, you talk about the remaining 3 million, and you said you want to work with the legislature and other partners to get it. You said that money is not from government coffers, it's from the partner, or government can only give 10 and you should go for the other 3.
So what's the question then?
You say you
What's
want
the
to.
question?
The question is, it said that government is not going to give you the remaining 3. They can only give you 10 that you have already received, as you said. You are going to fetch the remaining 3 on your own by talking to partners.
The government has said to us, the authorities have said to us, and this has been a long process, that the government was going to put in and the partners would augment. This has been something that we have announced repeatedly. Now the government has met what they said it was going to give, something close to 10 million, and the remaining, the government said to us that it is working with the partners to see how they can raise the balance.
Thank you, Chairperson.